Hey, you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is when you are listening to this announcement. So, I'm going to be shifting a little bit with this podcast for the better based off requests that I've received from you guys. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, something that I have never, ever seen done with a podcast before. So I'm super excited. And this was a complete divine download from the Lord. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is brilliant. I'm going to do that right now. So I I know personally from experience that I cannot stand hearing podcasts for starters that have ads. I don't know if that's you too, but I hate listening to ads. I will skip through the ad. I don't care what it is. Like 99% of the time it's not relevant to me and I just don't care about listening to it. Like I'm here to listen to a podcast. I'm not here to be pitched to, right? So first announcement that I have for you guys is one, I'm going to be doing announcements. It's not going to be a podcast episode. It's just simply going to be an announcement. It's going to be, the title of it's going to be announcement and then a little kind of blurb in the title about, what it might be about. So like this one is, going to be updates on the podcast. So I'm going to be doing that. So there will never be ads in this podcast. I refuse to do them. I don't want to do them. Me talking about programs and stuff are just naturally going to happen in the episode. I'm not going to spend, countless seconds and minutes and hours talking about what I'm pitching to you because I don't like that. I don't like being pitched to. It just feels icky and I'm never going to do that to you guys. So that's the first announcement I have for you guys. The second announcement is I want to start adding into this podcast more of a community. This is something that you guys have mentioned to me that you guys are really craving that community and you love the podcast so much. Like you feel like a community would be just a huge resource to it. So I wanted to invite you to my Facebook group, Faithfully Confident. I'm rebranding it as basically the podcast group. So it's going to be all of my podcast members, all my past clients, like everybody that would relate to the content that is in this podcast is going to be in that group. So that is the second, and I will add that into the show notes of this episode so you can just click it and join. And it's super easy, no questions, like nothing. Like just click join, come join us. So that's the second announcement I have for you. The third announcement I have for you is that I want to start doing like episodes in this podcast where I have like activities for you to do specifically. So like the first of the month, what we're going to be doing is like we might do almost a journaling session together. And I'm going to be sharing some journal prompts and like just basically what I'm doing is pretty much creating the culture and the atmosphere of my podcast being a Facebook group. So that atmosphere you get in a Facebook group, like you join a live stream or something like that, it's going to be in the podcast. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I just had that download from the Lord where he's like, this is what you're going to do. So I am leading with my faith. I am being obedient, and this is kind of the shift in what's going to be happening with this podcast. So I'm super excited about it. It feels really good. I have no idea how this is gonna work, but I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So if you're here with me, come join me in the Faithfully Confident Facebook group. Links are in the episode, so just click it, come join us, and I will see you guys over there.